Hello everybody, my name is Harry. I live in Seoul. Today I'm going to be sharing the part of The Secret which was written by Rhonda Byrne because my life changed a lot after reading this book. So I'd like to give you the opportunity to know about this book. And I also plan to share at the end of the content how my life changed in a positive way. If you want to change your life with me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the like button. Okay? Let me start. The powerful process in action. The only difference between people who live in this way, who live in the magic of life, and those who don't is that the people who live in the magic of life have habituated ways of being. They've made a habit of using the law of attraction, and magic happens with them wherever they go. Because they remember to use it. They use it all the time, not just as a one-time event. Here are two true stories that clearly demonstrate the powerful law of attraction and the immaculate matrix of the universe in action. The first story is about a woman named Jeannie who bought a DVD of The Secret and was watching it at least once a day so that she would absorb the message right into the cells of her body. She was particularly impressed with Bob Proctor, and she thought it would be wonderful to meet him. One morning, Jeannie collected her mail, and to her utter amazement, the mailman had accidentally delivered Bob Proctor's mail to her address. What Jeannie didn't know is that Bob Proctor lived just 4 blocks away from her. Not only that, but Jeannie's house number was the same number as Bob's. She immediately took the mail to deliver it to the correct address. Can you imagine her utter delight when the door opened and Bob Proctor was standing before her? Bob is rarely at home as he travels all over the world teaching, but the matrix of the universe knows only perfect timing. From Jeannie's thought of how wonderful it would be to meet Bob Proctor, the law of attraction moved people, circumstances, and events throughout the universe so that it happened. The second story involves a 10-year-old boy named Colin, who had seen and loved The Secret. Colin's family made a week-long visit to Disney World, and on their first day, they experienced long lines at the park. So that night, just before Colin fell asleep, he thought, tomorrow, I'd love to go on all the big rides and never have to wait in line. The next morning, Colin and his family were at the gates of Epcot Center as the park opened, and a Disney staff member approached and asked them if they would be Epcot's first family of the day. As first family, they would be given VIP status, a special escort by a staff member, and walk-on passes for every big ride in Epcot. It was everything and more that Colin had wished for. Hundreds of families were waiting to enter Epcot that morning, but Colin didn't have the slightest doubt as to why his family had been chosen first family. He knew it was because he had used The Secret. Imagine discovering at the age of 10 that the power to move worlds lies within you. Nothing can prevent your picture from coming into concrete form except the same power which gave it birth yourself. people hold that for a while and they are really a champion at it. They say, I'm fired up. I saw this program and I'm going to change my life. And yet, results aren't showing beneath the surface. It's just about ready to break through, but the person will look just at the surface results and say, this stuff doesn't work. And you know what? The universe says, your wish is my command, and it disappears. When you allow a thought of doubt to enter your mind, the law of attraction will soon line up one doubtful thought after another. The moment a thought of doubt comes, release it immediately. Send that thought on its way. Replace it with, I know I'm receiving now, and feel it. Knowing the law of attraction, I wanted to really put it to use and to see what would happen. And 1995, I started to create something called a vision board, where I take something that I want to achieve or something that I want to attract, like a car or watch or the soulmate of my dream, and I put a picture of what I want up on this board. Every day I would sit in my office and I would look up at this board and I would start to visualize. I would really get into the state of having already acquired it. I was getting ready to move. We put all the furniture, all the boxes into storage, and I made 3 different moves over a period of 5 years. And then I ended up in California and bought this house, renovated it for a year, and then had all the stuff brought from my farmer home 5 years earlier. One morning, my son Kenan came into my office, and one of the boxes that was sealed for 5 years was right at the doorstep. He asked, "What's in the boxes, Daddy?" And I said, "Those are my vision board." He then asked, "What's your vision board?" I said, "Where is where I put all my goals up. I cut them out and I put all my goals up as something that I want to achieve in my life." Of course, at 5.5 years old, he didn't understand, and so I said, "Sweetheart, let me just show you. That will be the easiest way to do it." I cut the box open, and on one vision board was a picture of a home that I was visualizing 5 years earlier. What was shocking was that we are living in that house, not a house like that. I actually bought my dream home, renovated it, and didn't even know it. I looked at that house and I started to cry because I was just blown away. Kenan asked, "Why are you crying?" I finally understand how the law of attraction works. I finally understand the power of visualization. I finally understand everything that I've read, everything that I've worked with my whole life, the way I've built companies. It worked for my home as well, and I bought our dream home and didn't even know it. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. You can let your imagination go wild with a vision board and place pictures of all the things you want and pictures of how you want your life to be. Make sure you put the vision board in a place where you see it and look at it every day, as John Asraf did. Feel the feelings of having those things now as you receive, and feel gratitude for receiving. And you can remove pictures and add new ones. This is a wonderful way to introduce children to the law of attraction. I hope the creation of a vision board inspires parents and teachers worldwide. One of the people on the street website forum put a picture of the secret DVD on his vision board. He had seen The Secret but didn't own his own copy. 2 days after he created his vision board, I felt inspired to post a notice on the secret forum giving away DVD to the first 10 people who posted. He was one of the 10. He had received a copy of the secret DVD within 2 days of putting it on his vision board. Whether it is a DVD of The Secret or a house, the joy of creating and receiving is magnificent. Another powerful example of visualizing comes from my mother's experience of buying a new house. Several people besides my mother had put in offers for this particular house. My mother decided to use The Secret to make that house hers. She sat down and wrote her name and the new address of the house over and over. She continued doing this until it felt as though it was her address. She then imagined placing all of her furniture in the new house. Within hours of doing these things, she received a phone call saying her offer had been accepted. She was so thrilled, but it didn't come as a surprise to her because she knew that house was hers or a champion. Decide what you want. Believe you can have it. Believe you deserve it. Believe it's possible for you. And then close your eyes every day for several minutes and visualize having what you already want. Feeling the feelings of already having it. Come out of that and focus on what you are grateful for already. And really enjoy it. Then go into your day and release it to the universe. And trust that the universe will figure out how to manifest it. Expectation is a powerful, attractive force. Expect the thing you want and don't expect the thing you don't want. Gratitude is a powerful process for shifting your energy and bringing more of what you want in your life. Be grateful for what you already have, and you'll attract more good things. Giving thanks for what you want in advance turbocharges your desires and sends a more powerful signal out into the universe. Visualization is the process of creating pictures in your mind of yourself enjoying what you want. When you visualize, you generate powerful thoughts and feelings of having it now. The law of attraction then returns that reality to you just as you saw it in your mind. To use the law of attraction to your advantage, make it a habitual way of being, not just a one-time event. At the end of every day, before you go to sleep, go back through the events of the day and events or moments that were not what you wanted. Replay them in your mind the way you wanted them to go. That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye.